One of the characteristics of a professionally sounding vocal is the consistency in the level of loudness. The dynamic range at every single point is controlled. You don't have a lot of points where the vocal is too loud or where the vocal is not audible enough. All the points are controlled. The vocal is clear at every single point. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a trick that you can use to get that level of consistency in your vocal. Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Che. I make music production tutorials on YouTube on mixing and mastering. Consider subscribing and click that post notification bell so that you get notified every single time I upload a brand new video. Today I wanted us to talk about something that's very important when it comes to mixing, which is getting some consistency in your vocal, controlling that dynamic range so that at every single point everything can be heard. Let's take a look at this vocal right here. If I zoom in, you'll see that we've got some points that are very loud, some points that are too low. If I go all the way this side, you also see that at this point, we've got this part which is very low and we've got this part which is louder than this part right here. So one of the ways you can control this is by simply cutting here, maybe just boosting this as you go so that you balance the level of loudness of these, or maybe you can automate like in the old days and do all sorts of things. But doing that would be tiring and time consuming, so there's a simpler way in which you can do this to make your work easier and faster. So in order to achieve this, we're going to use a plugin called Isotope Nectar to level and normalize our vocal. Go to edit right on the top left of Cubase, then go straight to key commands. Once you come to key commands, search for Nectar. I'm using Nectar 3 here. I'll leave the link in the description. You guys can get it. What I want to do is assign a key for this Nectar right here so that whenever I'm in the mix and I want to normalize a certain type of vocal, I can simply press that key on the keyboard and it will normalize the vocal. So for the sake of not forgetting, let's use a letter like N to represent Nectar. So I'll click N on my keyboard. You'll see that it's right here. Sometimes you might find that this letter is actually assigned to something else, but let's just click on assign. They need to ask if you want to change that, then just say yes, assign, then okay. So what is going to happen is if I click on this vocal right here, then click N on my keyboard, this right here will pop up and Nectar will automatically load here. What we are interested in is this point right here, which is the auto level mode. This is supposed to be activated, so if it's not activated when it loads, make sure you activate it here, then just remove everything that's right here. So this doesn't matter here because it's not working as it is right now and you can't remove it, it's just there by default, so just leave it there. So once you activate that, you see that it will be loading at this point. When it finishes, it will mark like that, so remove it here. This vocal has been normalized to the point that all the points that were low in volume have been boosted a bit in order to be audible enough in the mix so they can be heard at any point. The level of loudness here, or the peak level right here, is almost the same throughout this, so you won't have a lot of points that will be louder and so on. Since we've already set the key command, I can just go and just click N. Once that finishes loading, then I can go to another vocal in here. So if you look at this, everything has been normalized. There are situations where, let me show you, for example, during your recording session, you've got vocals that were cut out like this. What you can do is set the volume to 0 for all your vocals. For each channel, you can simply highlight after you've set to 0 the volume and go to audio and bounce selection, replace. So it will be one thing like that. Then you can click N on your keyboard to bring up Nectar so that it normalizes the entire thing. Instead of you going there, normalize, it will take a lot of time. So you can bounce everything so that it is one thing. It's now easy for you to balance your vocals. You can simply highlight all your vocals and simply go to the volume and balance at the same time as the beat is playing, and you'll be balancing your vocals like that. That way you won't need to worry about having some vocals somewhere else that are not in balance with the entire mix. This helps you a lot and saves you a lot of time. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, click that post notification bell so that you get notified every single time I upload a brand new video. Follow me on Instagram at TheMg, on Facebook at TheMg Genius. Let's interact there. See you in my next video. Peace.